Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Vinicius Junior going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Vitinha. Gilberto Silva did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he get it through? Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Pelé. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van der Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now it's shot at goal! Goal! Republic of Korea! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pelé. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Belletti aims beyond the defence. This is Dembele. He's had a shot! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Bullet has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And it's De Jong. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Bullet! And that is wildly off target. And here's Hullet. Closing in, and Hullet! Goal! Republic of Korea! And again they hit the front. And that really is so impressive. South Korea go into the lead. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's a pretty loose pass. Hullet. That's an imaginative pass. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Can he spark a counter here? Pele. And it's Rijkaard. De Jong. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Van der Ven is there, and he can get that clear. Lovely feet. Seedorf. Oh, that's nice. Looking for the run. He's in a great position. There's the header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cruzeiro are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Vinicius Junior producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That's a little off target. Vinicius Junior quietly revving up. That's a good run down the left. And it's Vitinha. Pele. Pele! Superb from Pele! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're at it again in double quick time. He gave it plenty and some. Crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. South Korea take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
This possibly the last play of the half. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Sorteio especial. Por favor, peguem os bilhetes que vocês receberam na entrada.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devil.
He gets big! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Seedorf. Bullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Can he latch on to this? Pullet gets flagged offside. And it's Seedorf. Dembele! It's Dembele! Oh, it's come off the upright. South Korea finding their passes. Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior. Van Dijk takes control of it and he's on the move. Vitinha. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's De Jong. Seedorf, who's set up one goal so far. And it's De Jong. Oh, split! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cruzeiro have their third corner. They've played it short. Ball swung in. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Cruzeiro get their fourth corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Now that's well seen too. Seedorf. He's picked his way through. Now Gilberto Silva. He's tried one! It's hit the upright. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Gilberto Silva just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Dembele. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's good vision. Shot could be on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Vitinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele chasing after it. Now it's Seedorf. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Dembele, Gullit. Taken back almost at once. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, it's Dembele. Vitinha. And here's the chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Gullit. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Decent progress down the left. Just 5 minutes left. Now, can they get him away? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
South Korea clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
The ball goes in. Gullit. De Jong. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's really well manoeuvred. Gilberto Silva. And here's Dembele. Roberto Carlos. And that's it. Cruzeiro perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. Your final thoughts, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway. Dembele! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Cruzeiro with the corner. They're first. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Maldini. Now it's Gullit. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gullit. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's nice. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Judge Surely! Well seen, saw that coming. He's having a shot! Goal! Cruzeiro! And Cruzeiro take the lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Cruzeiro are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Gullit proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Roberto Carlos.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Nesta. More and more pressure on the ball here. Great vision. De Jong. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Gullit. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Cruzeiro do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And the counter is on. And that's gone loose. Oh, what a mistake! Delivered in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Pele. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Pele. That's a good run down the left. Oh, perfectly measured that. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Here comes an... Oh, smashing header! And he's straight offside. And it's Seedorf.
Cruzeiro can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And that has been cleared. Gilberto Silva. Roberto Carlos, who's set up one goal so far. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, delightful ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, it's Dembele. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Cruzeiro go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Cruzeiro definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Brilliantly cut out. Schmeichel is there to clear. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Nesta. And it's De Jong. And here's Dembele, looking for a run-up. Now there's a fine big chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Gullit with the short one. Played into the middle. Some good work on the right flank here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Cruzeiro are still that goal to the good. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely bit of skill. They're urging him to shoot. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rijkaard. And here's Dembele.
South Korea really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Time and again they are repelled. De Jong going full steam ahead down the left flank. And he plays one through. There's the shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Cruzeiro are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Here's a sharp little ball here. Now, this could be a chance. Oh, that's a fine challenge. No foul, says the referee. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vitinha. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's Dembele. Vinicius Junior bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Hullet. And he's there to make the challenge. It's run loose here. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha takes a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Van Dijk. Tries to pass it through. Van Dijk makes the interception. Looking to play him in. Vinicius Junior. And reclaimed it in a trice. Great run on the overlap here. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That is good strength. Dixon. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Dembele. Now it's Hullet.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And that will be it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Hullet taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's Dembele. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put...
He rises! South Korea have the chance to go the other way. Roberto Carlos. And it's Vitinha. Just eases him off the ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Gullit. He's chosen to go back. Pinches it off him. Gullit. Good driving run. First quarter of an hour gone. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
South Korea clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Searching pass he's played there. Vitinha. Well, nicely intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Decent progress down the left. This is Dembele. Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's De Jong. He shifted it to the flank. Ball driven towards the far post. Cleared without hesitation. Played out wide.
Cruzeiro clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side.
The terrific header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, that's been intercepted. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Pelé.
Might want to be careful there.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruzeiro do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too. Big header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Gilberto Silva, and it's Roberto Carlos. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's a good run down the right, always onto this. And the finish! Goal! Republic of Korea! And South Korea lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
No, that was never going to make it. And here's Hullet. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back on the way.
Cruzeiro can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he is going into that little black book. And it's Vitinha. And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
There's the header! Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Hullet. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! There's the delivery. And he's taking no chances there. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pelé tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And again, and he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Opts for safety. Dembele did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 19, camisa 7, camisa 14.
And that's definitely not his best.
Deixando o campo para
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gullit cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Cafu. Oh, well played. Gullit chasing after it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Vinicius Junior. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vinicius Junior, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And claimed it back swiftly. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Vitinha. He's picked his way through. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Cafu does well to stand firm and defend it. He's not got that quite right. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. And it's Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just 5 minutes left. Vieira. Nicely spread. Hoisted in. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
He gets big. No mistake. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
All square. Bullet! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
He's got tall. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Maldini is offering a wry smile there. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Defending of the desperate variety. Dembele. Gullit looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. De Jong has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Vitinha. That's good running with the ball. Tries to play it through. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. Vieira. And it's played in here. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Cruzeiro can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real...